now formally.
Welcome to the VIVO network. This guide will show you how to set up your very own Masternode. A Masternode is a special server on the VIVO network that helps keep the network decentralized, anonymous, and secure, and gets paid while doing so. We highly recommend that you use a VPS, or a virtual private server, to run your Masternode off. A VPS is made specifically to run 24 hours a day and allow other computers to connect to it easily. Things that make a Masternode perform at its best and help maximize your income from it. Running a Masternode from your home PC won't really work as well because it's hidden behind a wall in your home router that doesn't easily allow outside computers to connect to it and share information. There's also a high risk of power outages and other disasters happening, so it just makes more sense running your Masternode on a VPS. In the video description below, you'll find a link to a VPS service that we recommend, called Vermac. Let's go to the Vermac website and set up our own demonstration VPS. You're going to have to set a password for your service up front, which could be a random string of letters and numbers, or it could be perhaps 4 common random words, for example, correct horse battery staple. Vermac offers you a pre-generated one here that you can copy and paste, so I'm going to use that. Under operating system, you want Ubuntu 14.04 x64 with no desktop. Under location, it can be anything you want, just don't choose the one that's sold out, so I'll go for Atlanta. I'm going to scroll down and then click the checkbox which says you'll only receive limited support, and add to cart. This page looks good, so I'm going to continue to check out. Okay, great, so my order has been accepted successfully. Now I can go and go to the client area. So here I'll see my active products, and this is my new server that I've just ordered. I can click here to see it. And here they provide me with the billing information and details, IP address, password, and storage and memory. So that's that. Now we'll go on to connecting to the server and setting up the Masternode. Welcome to VIVO. This guide will show you how to set up your very own Masternode on a Linux server using Windows. I've already gone and set up my own server, which I have all the details for, so I'm going to go ahead and connect to it using PuTTY on Windows. Let me open up PuTTY and click Run. Then over here I have all the step-by-step instructions, which you'll find in the video description below. So I'll take my IP address, copy and paste it, and click Open, which will bring up the SSH window, which will connect to my server. It's going to ask me who I want to log in as. I'll say root and enter. Then type in my password and enter. The ideal server you want to use for VIVO is Ubuntu 14.04 x64, which I have here. So we'll start off using the first command. These first 3 commands will just go ahead and update Ubuntu and make sure all the packages it has are up to date. So the first one is sudo apt-get update. That's done, so I'll copy and paste the second one, sudo apt-get upgrade, enter. Do you want to continue? Every time just press enter, because the default is yes. Next one I'm going to do is sudo apt-get dist upgrade. So I'll copy that. For every command, copy, Ctrl C, click in the PuTTY window, and right click to paste, then enter. Do you want to continue? Yes, enter. Okay, now that those are done, we're going to go ahead and install the basic packages that the VIVO wallet needs to run. So I'll copy the next line and paste it. So that's sudo apt-get install, and then these are all the packages that it requires after that. So I'll press enter. It's busy finding those. I'll press enter. Do you want to continue? Yes. And then we give it a minute while it goes and installs those. Okay, that's done. Now the next package that's needed, the libdb 4.8, that's going to need a new source repository to be added. So I'll copy the next line, paste that in. Do you want to continue? Enter, yes. Okay, that's added that repository. Now I need to go and sudo apt-get update again, just to make sure all the sources are up to date. Okay, now that that's done, I can go ahead and install the libdb package. Yes, continue. Cool, so that's all the packages done. Now we can create the VIVO directory. So make dir VIVO creates a new directory. Then we want to cd change directory into the VIVO directory. Now you can see that we're inside the VIVO directory /VIVO. So we're going to go ahead and wget, which means download the VIVO wallet from GitHub. So I'll paste that next line, enter. That downloaded fast. So next up, we're going to unzip that package that we just downloaded using the tar app program. So I'll paste that, enter, and you can see the files it's busy unzipping. Okay, now if I go and list files ls, it shows me I have all of these files unzipped now. Now I can go ahead and run the VIVO wallet by using vivo-d-daemon. Now it says VIVO core server starting, which means the wallet is running. We can go ahead and test that by using the CLI with the get info command, enter. And here we can see that the wallet is running nicely. It's got up to block 484, which is the latest block as of right now, and it has current difficulty and all the information that it needs. So that's great. Now we can go ahead and use the VIVO CLI to get our get account address 0, which is the main address we need to pay the 1000 VIVO into to be able to run our Masternode. So I'm going to double click that, Control C, and over here in my section that I've put here for my address, I'm going to paste that. I just had some basic blank ones here. Then I can go ahead, Masternode gen key, copy that, paste, and here we have my private key for my Masternode. So I'll copy that, Control C, and put it here in the blank space. Now I'm going to have to go and stop the wallet. So I'll use the VIVO CLI stop command. VIVO core server stopping. Great. Now I need the nano text editor to edit the vivo.conf, which is the file where settings are stored for VIVO. So that's going to go ... it's going to back out of the VIVO folder and then go into the .vivo core folder, which the wallet created when I first ran it, and then into the vivo.conf file. So I'll press enter, and here we've entered into nano, the text editor. So I'll copy my Masternode private key and just put that after this equals sign. Then I'll copy these two lines and paste them into nano. The first line, Masternode equals 1, means that we want to start our Masternode, and the Masternode priv key is the private key that the Masternode needs to be able to register on the network. So I'll go Control O, that means I want to write out the file, press enter. At the bottom you see it wrote 2 lines, so it's now saved the file. I'll go Control X to exit. Now I can go ahead and start the wallet again. Control C, right click to paste, Vivo daemon, Vivo core server starting. Great, so the wallet started, no problems. Now I'm going to have to go ahead and pay the 1000 VIVO into my address 0. So I'm going to minimize putty and open up my Windows VIVO wallet. Alright, so now I need to go and pay my 1000 VIVO into the address 0 that we had earlier. So I'm going to open up my Windows wallet, which I have 1000 VIVO sitting in. I'll copy the address that it needs to be paid to and go to send in my Windows wallet, pay to the address 0, amount, make sure it's 1000 VIVO exactly, nothing more, nothing less. So then we can go ahead and send. It's just going to show us, are we sure we want to send 1000 VIVO? That's going to be used as a fee. Are we sure? Yes, let's go for it. Okay, we can see this transaction sent. So now we need to wait for 15 confirmations before we can go ahead and start the Masternode. So right now there's 0. So I'm going to pause the video and then come back when it's gone through 15 cons. Once you've paid your 1000 VIVO into the account, the address 0, which we did a while ago, then you should be ready to start your Masternode. So we can go ahead and do that by copying this line, VIVO CLI Masternode start, paste it in and press enter. So there we go, we get the result, Masternode successfully started, and that's great. That means our Masternode is now running, and it needs to run for at least a while before the network recognizes it and it becomes eligible for payments. So it will be in the pre-enable stage until then it's recognized by the network and it switches over to the enable stage. So we can copy this line and this will show us the status of our Masternode. So there we have the information and the payee, which account it pays the rewards into, and also the status. Great, so then that's perfect. That means we're all good to go. If you want to see how much money you're making every day, you can copy that line, get wallet info, and paste it in, and that'll show you the status of your wallet, what your balance is, what your unconfirmed balance and immature balance is. So when you get rewards from your Masternode, they will always go to your immature balance, and after they're there for 100 confirmations, then they'll move over into your normal balance. So yeah, that's that. Happy masternoding.